I can't pitch a tent to save my life, honestly.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of camping, I used to go camping all the time with my family. We try to go once or twice a summer for about a week. And you go hiking, swimming, fishing, play cards. And I'd always meet really fun people down at the lake. One girl I met one summer was named Olivia, just like me. And she was cool. She was 9, so I thought she was super cool because I was only 7. But Olivia and her mom didn't do much at their campsite. They kind of just played cards, went to the river, washed their hair. And so, anyway, on our last day at camp, my parents were packing up the campsite, and they said, "All right, we're leaving today." And I got really sad, and I was just sitting there bored while they were packing up our stuff, so I got up and left without saying anything. And I went to Olivia's campsite, and their campsite was like on the other side of the lot, so it's nowhere near mine. And I got there, and her mom said, "Hey, we're about to go wash our hair in the river." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll go with." So I went with them, and we were only down at the river for about 10 minutes, and then we went back to their campsite, and Olivia said, "I'm hungry." And I said, "So am I," because I was always hungry. And so her mom said, "Oh, let's go to this nice cafe. It's only like 10 minutes away from the campsite, walking distance." So we went, and we were gone for about an hour from the campsite. We came back, and right as we got back, my aunt like sped up in her car and said, "Liv, where have you been? We've been looking everywhere for you." And I was like, oh God. Because I didn't realize like people were looking for me. And so then I got in her car, I said bye to my new friend, and then I left. Well, when I got to my campsite, my parents were standing in a circle with police officers, park rangers, and other people in the campsite, and they all had maps drawn out and flashlights, and they were doing a search and rescue for me. And I just like stood there and felt so terrible. And my dad said, "Liv, you can't just wander off. You have to tell us where you're going." And he grounded me for a week, told me I couldn't hang out with my friends. And I thought that he was so mean for doing that. But now looking back on it, I was 7 years old and I was missing in the woods. So pretty understanding why my parents were freaking out. And definitely learned my lesson that I need to tell my parents where I'm going. And to this day, I am 19 and don't live with my parents, and they still know everything I'm doing. Yeah, what about you? Do you have any weird stories?